Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a video called 2020. I picked 20 brands of makeup. I picked my favorite product from each of those brands, and I'm going to do it in 20 minutes. No problem. I saw this video on JenLuvsReviews, and then Samantha March did it, and I thought it looked like fun, fun torture. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this, and we'll start picking between children. My first brand I picked is MAC. MAC got its own crate. I love so many of their products. Eyeshadows. MAC eyeshadows are some of my favorite on the market. My Z palette is largely MAC shadows. I also love their Pro Longwear. Okay, I'm not going to go through every one of their products. I think it's going to be the Pro Longwear. I could use this as an initial, but I always use it as a touch-up. I put it on the back of my hand, dip a beauty blender in it, and dot it on. I did it right before I hit record today. And it covers, it lasts. I love the MAC Pro Longwear. Okay, next, Maybelline. It gets its own crate because I have so many products in here that I love. Their foundations stand right next to my high end, and I layer with this Super Stay daily. It goes over my Dior. I love their Fit Me powder, but if I'm going to pick my absolute top favorite, it's probably going to be the Age Rewind. It's just velvety, smooth, covers great. I always keep this stocked. It's just great, but it was neck and neck with this Super Stay. Okay, next, IT Cosmetics. I'm using up the Hello Light, and I love this. I probably will replace it when I'm out of it, but my top has to be the IT Bye Bye. This is the last thing I do every day in the morning. Blur stuff out. It just kind of seems to melt all my makeup together. I love the loose. I love the pressed. I love this. This has got to be my top. Okay, next, Estee Lauder. Y'all, I was shocked at how little Estee Lauder I have, but I'm including her because it would be disrespectful not to. But the products I have, I love, and they are worth including. My latest is the Bronze Goddess. This is a beautiful classic bronzer, warm undertones, and really just makes you look like you've been to the beach. I love it. But my top Estee Lauder product has to be the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's full cover, it's matte but not too flat, wears all day. It is just a workhorse. I always get a good look with it. I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Okay, next, Urban Decay. Okay, my favorite Urban Decay products that I have, the All Nighter. This actually does make my makeup stay on longer, so I love to set with that. The Perversion Eyelash Primer, love that. I get giant eyelashes with that. The Urban Decay Optical Illusion. This feels so good. It kind of has a silicone slip to it and blurs so nice. But my top is probably going to be the 24/7 Waterline Liner. I use it more than any other Urban Decay product I have. So if I'm wearing a waterline liner, this is the one I'm wearing. And I wear it in Legend. This is great. Next, Charlotte Tilbury. And I would say my top Charlotte Tilbury product that I've tried has got to be this Flawless Finish. It was between this and her blushes. Her blushes are beautiful and pigmented. Oh, I love them. But my most magical Charlotte Tilbury product has to be one I don't even have because it runs out so fast. It's this Flawless Finish face powder. Every time I put this on, it just perfects everything, sets everything down really nice, but it runs out so fast. So I haven't replaced it. I still probably will at a Sephora sale because it is just perfect. Okay, next, Essence. I have a lot of Essence favorites that are at the very top of my Holy Grail list. One is this Essence Pure Nude. It's probably my favorite highlighter out of all of them. I put it on and it's just a lip from within, very subtle glow. Then I love their little liquid liners, but at the very top has got to be the mascaras. Their Essence Sculpted Volume Lash Princess. And then the primer, but I'm going to have to pick the Essence Sculpted Volume. It just lengthens, thickens, it is really, really good. And it's under $5. Okay, next, Marc Jacobs. I have a couple of his things I'm passionate about. His bronzer, the Tantastic, is beautiful. I was surprised. I think it's a cooler bronzer. This is beautiful. I love that. But my top Marc Jacobs product has to be his eyeshadows. These go on so nice. They are pigmented, not a lot of fallout, very blendable. I get a good look every single time I wear these. My top two are the Stiletto, which is a kohl palette, and I get a good look with that every single time I wear it. And I also love this Fantasine that just looks like apricots. But if I'm going to pick my absolute very top, it's probably this Marc Jacobs Stiletto. I love it. It is just every single time I get a good look with it. And kohl palettes, good kohl palettes are kind of hard to come by. Okay, next, Too Faced. I will tell y'all this is pretty easy. I love Too Faced eyeshadows. I love their Born This Way setting powder. Love their Primed and Poreless. But if I'm picking one thing from Too Faced, it's going to be their Born This Way concealer. It goes on really smooth. I can use it for an initial. I can use it for a touch-up. It comes with a ton of product in here. You can use it as a concealer, or you can use it all over your face. It comes with this big doe foot. It's a great concealer. It covers well. It lasts all day. I love this. Okay, next, Hourglass. My favorite things from Hourglass are their blushes. They leave a little bit of a luminosity. They're pigmented, but not too pigmented. You can build them up. These are beautiful. But I'm going to have to pick a powder. And it's between this diffused light, if you can see it in the corners. I've already used that up and I loved it. It's light enough for under the eyes, but it's beautiful to blur out all over the face. Not too matte, not too luminous. But I'm also using up this Hourglass Mineral Veil. Just adds a little bit of a luminosity. It blurs. So I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick the Hourglass Mineral Veil. I use this for touch-ups. You can set with it. I know people that use this under their eyes. I finish with it, and I love it. Okay, next, Tarte. And there's several products that are just holy grail to me from Tarte. I love their Tartelette formulation. It's pigmented, blendable, doesn't have a lot of fallout. The In Bloom in particular stays in my travel makeup bag because I don't want to go without my In Bloom. It was between this and the Shape Tape. If I can only pick one, it would be the In Bloom because I can't completely duplicate this. The Soft and Sultry comes close, but there's just some kind of magic about this for me. Those colors are perfect for me. These smoky colors down here with the pinks and then just some neutrals. I love the In Bloom so much. I fell in love with it maybe a year ago. I'm still not over it. Okay, next, Milani. At the top of my list, I loved this Milani Make It Last. I can't tell much difference between this and the Fix Plus. Now, I'm not a setting spray expert. Some of you out there may be going, are you crazy? But I loved this. I used it all the way up. I also love their baked blushes. I've talked about Luminoso ad nauseum. Their Keep It Fulls and their eyeshadows. My favorite is the Soft and Sultry, but Bold Obsessions they're all good. But if I'm picking one Milani product to keep, I'm going to have to keep the Luminoso. It's a classic for a reason. It is beautiful, and this is probably going to be my top. But that was hard with the Make It Last. It was almost the Make It Last. Okay, next, Clinique. I had to look at their skincare. I love this 1.0 with salicylic acid in it. I love the classic 7-day scrub, but at the very top has to be a Clinique foundation. I love the Even Better Glow. I love the Beyond Perfecting. I get a perfect skin finish with this every time. And my latest one, the Even Better Refresh, this has got to be my number one. It's like a filter on my face. It lasts all day long. Doesn't even wear off on my chin and around my nose. This has got to be my top Clinique product. Okay, next, NYX. And y'all, I was shocked at how much NYX I have and love. My latest obsession is the Angel Veil. This blurs as well as anything high-end I've tried. And I have put this against the Hourglass Mineral Veil. I like this better. The NYX Jumbo Stick in Milk. This was all I used until I discovered the L'Oreal. But when I need to really brighten, if my eyes are really red or I've done, made a mess with my eyeshadow, this still comes out. I love it. The NYX Color Corrector. This covers dark circles so well. I always keep one of these. But if I'm going to pick a top, it's going to be my Angel Veil or my Jumbo Stick in Milk. But I need a lot of blurring, so I'm going to pick the NYX Angel Veil. Wherever I have the worst shadows, this is what I want on them. Okay, y'all, another hard one. Lancome. I love so much from Lancome. Again, it gets its own crate. From the skincare to the Tint Adol foundations. I also have a Renergy lip foundation I love that I can't find. The Dual Finish, a classic full cover foundation that you can touch up with, use it as a foundation. I'm gonna have to say, their liners. I'm loving their liners right now. And my two favorite lip liners are Ideal and the Rose. I love both of those. And then I love their eyeliners. My favorite is this Grease Noir. It's a gray color. That it is just perfect, just a little bit softer than black. So I'm loving the Lancome liners, but that was hard. They have a lot of good products. Okay, next, L'Oreal, and my top L'Oreal products. They're blushes since way back. They're nice and pigmented. They go on smooth. I always get a good look with them. They've gotten lost in my blush shuffle, but every time I use them, I love them. I love my L'Oreal Shine in 910. I always have one of these going. I know y'all have seen it. I call that a pinky nude, but it's really a peachy nude. It's like peach shine or something. But probably what I use more than anything right now is this True Match concealer, but I like it because I lighten my eyelid with it. I don't use this as a concealer, but I'm obsessed with it. It's like a light eyeshadow. So I'm going to pick the True Match concealer. But again, I like that to, lighten my lid with. It stays in my everyday makeup, in my purse, and my desk. Okay, next, Physicians Formula. One of my favorite things from Physicians Formula I don't have, and that is that thin eyeliner. And it has a lash serum in it. I love that. I also love their Butter Blush. This one in Plum Rose. I used to use this as a bronzer before I went on such a bronzer kick. It's a beautiful dusty pink color, but I find it lifting. I love the Butter Blush, but my top has to be the Butter Bronzer. I love it as eyeshadow, contour, bronzer. This is so easy to pick up and use and always get a good look with it. It's in my everyday makeup bag and I love it. Okay, next, Smashbox. Their eyeshadow primer. This was my go-to until I found the CoverGirl Lid Lock. It really grabs your eyeshadow and makes it stick. But my top Smashbox product has to be the Studio Skin. It's a medium cover, but like a filter, kind of like my Clinique Even Better Refresh. This is a little bit lighter of a cover than that, but like a filter. I always get a good perfected look with this, and it's a skin finish. It is a beautiful foundation. I love it. Okay, and last is Bare Minerals. My favorites are, of course, their powder. I believe this one's the Illuminating Mineral Veil, but just their regular powder I love, and this is beautiful. I recently picked up their bronzer. I love this. I love this for every day. It has just a very light luminosity. It's that. This is one of my tops. So I would say, oh, and the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. This is a beautiful foundation. And then lastly, their liquid lip. Their Bare Minerals Gin Nude, and mine is in Smooch. Okay, it's between these two. It's between the Gin Nude and Smooch and their bronzer. I'm going to give it to their Gin Nude Liquid Lip because this is an anomaly. It is a liquid lipstick that does not dry me out. All liquid lipsticks dry me out that I've tried. This does not. And this particular color is a pinky lilac. So I'm going to say my top product is the Gen Nudes, because this does not dry me out. It just gets kind of creamy. But I also love this bronzer if you're looking for a bronzer. Okay, and that is all of my top products for my top 20 brands. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.